This is a video of me about 5 years ago.
Hi everyone, this is my first ever Facebook Live and I'm excited and still kind of nervous at the same time.
And this is a video of me now.
Able to build a brand and business is because they're trying to act like they know it all.
And let me tell you, I used to be the shyest person in the room. I did not want to talk to anybody. I did not want to get called on when I was in school, let alone I would never imagine myself enjoying speaking in front of a camera, speaking on stages, and coaching people all around the world. However, if you watch this video and if you clicked on this video, you probably want to do something similar. You want to become a content creator. You want to build your personal brand. You want to build a business. You want to impact a lot of people, but you might have the same thing that I had, which was you were afraid of being seen on social media or you're just a little shy about it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to really get over, first of all, the fear of being seen, but also then just get better at communicating and better at talking. Because as you guys saw, I was very shy and very timid, and I was stumbling over my words. And to be honest, I did not have any confidence and certainty and clarity in basically who I was. So we're going to break down everything in this video. Here are the video chapters. If you want to skip through anything, you can. However, I do recommend watching from beginning to end, so that way you really get a clear idea of what to shift and adjust and change, so you can also feel just so confident and so yourself when you're showing up on social media. Now, this isn't even one of the steps, but the first thing that I actually realized that I want you guys to really realize too is the voice and the conviction that you are going to have when you are speaking. Even when you listen to news reporters, when you listen to actors, when you listen to your favorite content creators, influencers, brands on social media, the reason why they sound so eloquent, so good, like they have been literally doing this for years, is because they're just so confident and certain in themselves. So when I first realized this, it wasn't even the fact that they were good at public speaking. They were just so confident in what they were saying. That's the first thing that I actually had to get behind. If I wanted to build a personal brand, if I wanted to be a content creator, if I wanted to impact a lot of people, I knew I had to be so certain in what I was saying, and not even just certain in terms of, oh, this is like factually right and correct, but certain in terms of, I know this is going to help so many people. And this leads me into the first thing that you want to do to get over the fear of being seen and get so comfortable being on camera and recording content is realizing the content that you're creating is not for you, it's for other people. Now, this tip I got from somebody years ago when I did actually my first ever speaking engagement, which was actually on a TEDx stage, believe it or not, one of my first big ones. And they told me the trick of not being afraid when you walk on stage and give your talk is don't think about yourself in that moment. Think about the audience that is there actually waiting for you, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for a solution to the problem that they might have been having for years now. Every single time when someone walks on stage, the reason why, once again, they're so afraid is because they're thinking about, oh, what if I stumble over my words? What if I trip? What if I fall? What if I stutter? What if I completely forget every single thing that I'm about to say? But if you don't even think about yourself, you think about them, you are good. You're in your flow. You're in your element. You are so confident. You are so certain. So when I was so afraid to once again speak in front of the camera, just speak in general, to be honest, I would think about this every time before I hit record on my phone. I would think about, okay, this is not about me. This is not about how I sound. This is not about me stuttering over my words, even if that happens. This is about the person that actually really needs my help. And when you think about that, you literally snap yourself back into your element and back into your confidence. So that's the first thing. Think about everything that you're about to create for, yes, yourself. You're actually doing it for somebody else. And sometimes you can even put a name to this person. If you are so specific and so clear in the type of person you want to help in like business terms, this is like your ideal client or your target market. Think about who that person is, who she is, who he is, how old are they, what are they thinking, what are they believing, what heartbreak are they going through? Like, what is it about them that makes you just like get fired up, get riled up? Like, you guys can tell right now, I am so in my element and I'm so in my energy because I have literally been through this, and I can see the ability that people have when it comes to creating such good content online. But for some reason, they just can't get it out because of everything I'm going to share in this video and everything that you can overcome about it. But that is the first thing. You want to get into that state of mind and thinking about the other person that you're going to help and take all of the attention off of you. When you stop thinking about how you sound, how people might judge you, the hate comments, everything else, that is going to go away, and you're going to feel so much more confident and certain in how you're actually going to show up. Number two, a lot of people may not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. Yes, I did practice 1,000,001 times before I actually posted on social media. That first video I showed you guys, I kid you not, that was actually a Facebook Live that I did at my college campus university. And it took me probably a good hour and a half to find the perfect spot on campus where no one could see me, no one could hear me, no one would watch me, because I was so afraid to just show up on social media on camera. And even when I did find a good spot, like it was a bench by the lake under the trees, it probably took me a good like 15-20 minutes, even like 30 minutes to actually go live and hit record on my phone. But the thing is, the first time that I did it, it felt okay. The second time that I did it, it felt a little bit easier. The third time that I did it, I was like, okay, this is a little bit fun. The fourth time that I did it, I'm like, okay, I can do this. The fifth time that I did it, it started to become a habit. The more times you practice to do something, the easier it's going to become. I did not become this speaker overnight. I did not become comfortable in front of the camera overnight. Like it took me years. Like when once again, that video, that was probably been more than 5 years ago now. But that video, it was years ago, and it took me years of practice. For some people, they can become an overnight sensation because they were raised that way. They were already built with a lot of confidence, certainty, conviction, charisma. I had to learn that. So don't be afraid to practice. Like one thing that I used to do, and one thing that I actually tell my clients to do, is practice videos just on your phone and don't even post them. Like if you have a really good topic that you want to talk about, record the video a few times and don't even post it. Just practice getting comfortable, even recording yourself. And then one day, one video you're going to watch and be like, ooh, this is good. And then you're going to want to post it. And time after time, it's just going to be natural for you to just want to post every single thing that you create because it's going to be that freaking good. So practice, okay? Practice, practice, practice. And I promise you, you will become so much more comfortable in front of the camera. Now, this was a good one. Number 3 was literally a game changer for me. And this was, I did not even think about me talking in front of a camera. I was thinking about me talking in front of a real person. Sometimes when you think about you're talking in front of a camera, all these lights, everything, a mic, you get scared because of course you see that on like news stations and sets and like movie sets, and I'm like, okay, you have to be in your element, you have to be perfect, you can't make mistakes. But I didn't even think about it that way. I thought about, okay, there's this person in front of me and they're asking me for advice. What can I say to them? And that just made it so much easier for me. But also at the same time, if you're like, okay, that can actually make me a little bit more nervous, don't think about it that way. Think about, okay, this is a camera. There is literally nobody around, so nobody can judge me. I can be myself. I can say whatever I want to, and that can also come out in a really, really good way. I always say, if you are afraid to do something, if you have limiting beliefs, if there is resistance, there is a block, you actually want to reframe it with a perspective that's actually going to uplift you and enlighten you. And for me, once again, if I saw a camera, mic, lights, camera, action, all those things, it got me nervous. So I just thought about if I was, speaking to one person and they're just face to face to me, what would I actually say to them? How would I show up? What would be the tone I would use? What would be the language, the words, the context? And every time I thought about that, it just became so much more easier and so much more natural too. And I tell my clients this all the time is use the couch scenario. This is my signature couch scenario. And this is how I can create content on social media that literally feels like you're on FaceTime with me. And it is, think about you sitting on the couch with your best friend, or maybe with your intimate partner, with your child, anybody that you're really comfortable with. And let's say they have a problem in their life and they're coming to you for advice. How would you actually say it to them? I bet and I guarantee the way that you talk to your friends, family members, people that you're really comfortable with is probably a lot different than how you might be showing up on social media or how you think you need to show up on social media. It's like if you are talking like this and you're super professional and you don't even know yourself when you're trying to be and create content on social media, it's gonna sound very inauthentic and it's gonna feel unaligned. Like you're not gonna want to create it in that way. But if you're on the couch and you're just like, having a conversation with somebody, you're relaxed, like you're leaning back, you're enjoying, you're laughing, you're throwing in metaphors and analogies. You might be cussing, like if that's like, your personality. But like, think about the couch scenario when you're creating content, when you're showing up online. Think about you talking to that individual. How would you talk to them? Sometimes people call this like FaceTime content. Like if you're on FaceTime with your best friend, how would you be talking to them? Because you are sitting in front of the phone when you are on FaceTime with somebody. So don't even think about it as you creating content for social media. Think about it as you are on FaceTime with your best friend. Now, this next tip, I'm just going to preface by saying this may or may not help you. Some people, this is not going to help them at all whatsoever. It's probably going to make it a lot worse. But for some people, if you're similar to me, this is actually really going to help you. Now, for me, for the longest time, once I actually realized that I have a message to share, a story to share, to really help people create their own version of an unforgettable life, I wanted to speak on stages. Even though I was so afraid to speak, even though I wasn't the best speaker, even though there were so many people who were probably a lot better than me, I would always visualize myself speaking on stage. And when I would visualize myself, I would just get in this flow. I would get in this element. I just knew exactly what to say. I would be walking with confidence, talking with certainty. I would be doing, the gestures and the movements with my hand. I had good posture. I was pointing out to people. I was engaging the audience. And every time I visualized myself doing that, I could just feel this energy just like cultivate in my body. And that really helped me to perform better when it came to creating content. So that was the tip that honestly really helped me get from the first video that I showed you to me speaking on stages. Was I would visualize myself speaking on stages before I would hit record. For some people, I know that might not help you, especially if you're like, oh, I don't really want to be speaking on stages. It gets me nervous if there's like a huge audience. But if you're looking at it from my lens and you're like, oh, I want to impact a lot of people, and like you're just in your power, you're in your element when you're on stage, you're gonna come across that way. And even before I record YouTube videos like this one, I will visualize, I will close my eyes, and I will think about if I am about to walk on stage, there are hundreds of thousands of people waiting to listen to me. How would I show up? What energy would I be? What element would I be in? Like, how would I be moving? How would I be talking? What passion would I have? And that is how I show up right now. It's literally just me in my office with my door closed. I have my camera in front of me. I have two lights. There's no one else in the house right now. It's just me. But I can feel the energy as if there was literally 100,000 people in the room with me. And that is how you will literally pop off on social media. That is how you will build such a high in demand personal brand, a content creation business, if that's what you want to do, when you are just so in your element. And everything that I shared with you guys today, it's a combination of your own self-confidence and certainty, but also at the same time taking all the attention off of you and really thinking about the other person that you want to help. Because like the one tip I got before I ever got into public speaking was, don't think about you when you're on stage. Think about that other person. Every time you think about that other person, the fears and the doubts and the worries and the anxiety about yourself is literally going to vanish and it's going to disappear. So use this next time you're about to create a piece of content, you're about to go live, you're about to record a YouTube video, and I promise you it is going to become so much easier in how you're going to show up on social media. I love you guys so much, and until next time, make sure that you stay unforgettable.